KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio. It is the Conway and Steckler Show. And here's a kind of an odd story that we picked up off of KTLA's website. San Bernardino, the sweet tale of a man reunited with his beloved dog, thanks to a viral photo and Facebook, has apparently turned sour. Oh, boy. Well, the guy's got a dog, and he's in some kind of trouble. So a woman makes sure that she raises enough money to get that dog at a hawk, and then it goes bad here. Dave Thomas was pictured tearfully comforting his pit bull named Buzz Lightyear at a San Bernardino animal shelter, and Buzz had been taken from Thomas when Thomas was arrested and sent to jail for being a no-show in court on a traffic violation. Sounds like my move.
Well, Thomas is one of those guys that the rules aren't for him.
Right.
You know? He commits, something that the law doesn't like. There's a bench warrant out for him. I'm going to ignore that. And then when he ends up in the slammer, not being able and separated from his dog and not able to pay for the care of his dog, now he starts to whine.
Yeah, and so he goes into jail, and a woman named Maria Sanchez created a Facebook page to help raise funds to get Buzz out of Hawk there, out of the shelter. I guess they don't like when you say out of Hawk, right? That sort of like pawn shop or they got him out of a shelter, right? She wanted to get the dog out of shelter. And then apparently, according to Maria Sanchez, the guy Thomas went nuts. Dave Thomas. Is that the same Dave Thomas that started Wendy's?
It might be.
Yeah.
Let's find out.
No, nor do I think it's the same one who was on SCTV.
Oh, and, so it's the bad Dave Thomas to be.
Yeah.
I mean, of all those three.
Is the SCTV one the same as the Full House one?
Ooh, interesting.
No, but
that's Dave Coulier. I'm sorry.
Dave Thomas did have who was that blonde on the Marcy Carsey Werner Productions? Kind of wacky in the same way that Roseanne was.
Oh, wait. No,
Southern accented. Anyway, he played a pharmacist on that for a while.
Oh, the crazy woman,
right.
Butler.
Brett Butler,
Brett Butler.
Yeah, he played a pharmacist on that.
Did you ever hear the story of Brett Butler and with the...
With what?
No, you got it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, Maria Sanchez is with us. Maria, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
All right, so tell us what happened. How did you hear about this Dave Thomas and his dog, and how were you able to put together all that cash to get the dog out of Hawk?
Well, I'm at the shelter every day on my lunch break, and I was in line behind him while the staff was trying to explain to him that he had to pay the fees of the $290 if he wanted his dog back.
Right.
And
how long had the dog been there for $290?
At that time, he had only been there for, I believe, 2 or 3 days.
Seems like a lot of money, right?
Yeah, it's
that's more expensive than the Cecil Hotel.
Exactly. And that place, I'll tell you right now, is not the Cecil Hotel.
Mm. You'd rather stay at the shelter?
No, I'd rather stay at the hotel.
All right.
So basically, I was in line and I was eavesdropping. I was listening to what he was telling them and what they were telling him. And he basically offered up the $6 in his pocket, said, this is all I have. And they said, no, you're going to have to come up with half of the $290 by the 20th. Otherwise, there's no guarantees what will happen to your dog. But if you come up with at least half, we'll hold it for another 3 days. And you could just see the look on his face. He's defeated.
Oh, yeah.
That's his
but that's Maria, let's face a few Canadian-style facts. Defeat is an expression he's acquainted with. He's had defeat here. He's had defeat there. He's had it everywhere. Okay?
Right.
And let's also face another thing. When your life is a series of being no-shows in court and you don't have money to pay your traffic violations, so you just say, screw it, I'm not going to pay them, why is there always a pit bull involved? Why
Right.
is there not a Cocker Spaniel involved? Why is there not a Dalmatian?
Hey,
Why is there
easy
not a
does
mutt?
it on the pit bulls.
Yeah. Well, listen.
No. I won't be easy on the pit bulls. Every one of these losers always ends up with a pit bull. Always. You know it, and I know it.
All right.
They operate outside the rules, and that's their dog of choice.
That is true. There's a large portion of stories where the dog is attacking cops or mailmen or just innocent people or other dogs that has pit bull written all over it. Now, so Maria, how does the guy get the dog out there, or how do you help him out?
Basically, I walked up behind, after him, it was my turn, and I said, how much is it going to cost, to get his fees? What's the fees to get this dog, back to his owner? And they told me $290. So I knew with the generous, caring networkers that I work with personally on Facebook, I knew that we could get some donations put together and figure this out for this guy. So
you couldn't bust out a credit card and ace the dog out then?
No, I went out and I took a picture of him. I didn't know what I was going to see when I went outside. I was going to possibly let him know, let me have your phone number. I'll get, into contact you if we can get enough money. But I didn't expect to see him weeping outside the dog's kennel, and I got, it made me uncomfortable.
Oh, sure.
I don't do well with emotional people.
I understand that.
I just sat down, took his picture, and I was on my way. And I figured the shelter would have his contact information, and they'd be able to give him the good news. But there was no contact information for him.
Right. Yeah. He doesn't like to be on the grid. Sounds
no.
like.
So I thought he was homeless. So I'm out in the homeless shelters looking for him. I'm at downtown in the bowels of San Bernardino looking for this guy. I got a ticket. I was in an accident.
Is it true is it true that you didn't find him, but you found tuberculosis?
Exactly. How'd you know?
Yeah. All right. That's rolling around too. All right. So real quickly, let's cut to the chase. Then you raised the money. You raised about $800.
We have raised $1,600.
Wow, $1,600. So you got the dog out?
Yeah. Got the dog out. Got the dog neutered, fully vetted, shopping spree to PetSmart. I drop him off to his daddy's house. Just top notch. And on the way to drop off Dave and Buzz at their house, I explained to Dave, you know what? I'm thinking there's going to be money extra. We can get those tickets taken care of. If you have any bills to pay.
Wow. You're like an angel.
Get cashier's check. I said, but I'm sorry. I said, I'm not just going to hand over the cash.
Wait a minute. This clown wanted the extra money that you raised for the dog to give to him?
He didn't ask me anything. I told him. I said,
I see. Okay.
I'm thinking we're going to have money extra. And what I'm worried is if he's pulled over, they just walked up to him and said, oh, suspicious character, according to him, and
right.
Took him in,
and they nailed it.
And because he had a warrant. Well, it comes to find out that he was actually taken in. I looked it up on the inmate locator. He wasn't taken in for traffic tickets. He was taken in for possession of methamphetamines for sale. So he lied to me.
All right, hold on one sec, Maria.
It's more interesting.
Yeah, we got to take a small break. We'll get to the bottom of this, but now the guy who just wants the dog is perhaps in the meth game. Gets better and better. All right, we'll come back and talk with Maria and get to the bottom of this story here. But first,
Volume 4, Episode 33 of the KFI Sunday Morning News coming up. We'll get to the bottom of Sequestor, this new comic book hero everyone's talking about in Washington, and try to figure out gas prices. And we're going to start a new segment, California Sucks? Plus, the 9 News Nuggets you need to know, coming up Sunday morning, 9 a.m.
Because news doesn't take the weekend off.
KFI AM 640.
all right, welcome back, everybody. It is the Conway and Steckler Show Friday night. We're talking to Maria Sanchez, who was nice enough to raise money to get this guy's dog out of the pound, and then the story takes a really bizarre twist there. And Maria, I can't believe all the work you did with the flyers out there looking for this guy. You thought he was homeless. And then they actually interviewed him on Channel 5 News on KTLA, and he had big plans for the dog. Here's what he said he was going to do with the dog when he gets it back.
Never thought it could happen, especially to me. Like, whoa.
So what happens next? Are you reuniting with your dog tomorrow?
Yes, actually, I got to go down there at 10 o'clock and kiss the ground of the feet of Maria Sanchez, who did all this.
Wow.
And, I don't know, anoint her feet with oils or something, because she's a godsend.
What's the first thing you're going to do when you reunite with your dog?
Give him a bag of Cheetos, because he loves his Cheetos.
Yeah.
It's not there's a veterinarian. I think the veterinarians take a dim view of feeding dogs junk food.
They do. That's exactly right. All right. So Maria, now then you find out that he was on a charge for selling meth. Is that correct?
Well, when I looked it up, the charge was health safety code, whatever the charge. I don't remember the exact number, but the actual code was for possession of methamphetamines for sale.
Wow. Okay. All right. So then it takes a real bad turn there. And does he ask for the money at that point?
No, actually, at the point where I was telling him that I was going to take care of his tickets if he had any bills, I literally told him, think of me as your accountant. I said, this is a blessing for you. We're going to, spend these people's hard-earned money responsibly. Because just spending the day with him, he was kind of like out there, and I didn't judge him at all.
Probably a P1.
It wasn't until after Channel 5 called me and said, "Oh, by the way, we got a voicemail. Dave wants us to do a story on you for not giving him the money that you raised for him."
Oh, for not giving it to him?
Well, he wanted me to hand over cash. And I had a problem with doing that, just for the simple fact that I don't know this guy. I raised his money to get his dog out. If there's something extra, I know everybody would feel good about helping him straighten out his life. He wasn't homeless, but he's still,
So what are you going to do with all the money? You going to try and give it back to the people?
Oh, I'm refunding it back to everybody. And when they say not to give them a refund, I'm actually pledging it towards dogs that I have posted on my page. And when people have been emailing me asking me where they can send a donation, I'm giving them an email address of a rescuer who pulls dogs whether or not they have donations.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm hoping
So
that
now I hope this
hasn't
soured you from being a good Samaritan in the future, has it?
Oh, heck no.
All right.
Not
Now, by
at
the way,
all.
when I heard you doing the story, I assumed that you were going to be an overweight woman in her 60s, and that is exactly the opposite of what you are.
Exactly, yeah. I'm 37 and 115 pounds at the most.
37,
and,
very attractive, and you may want to save something till later on in life. This sounds like a woman in her 60s who's got 19 cats and completely have cut off everybody.
No, but it does. Maria's good work stands in the category of no good deed goes unpunished.
Right.
And that's rather
exactly
sad.
what she said as well. All right.
Yeah,
well,
that's what I said.
Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you, but what is your website? Maybe we can direct people to the website and you can rescue some of these dogs.
It's www.facebook.com/SaveTheSquishies.
What?
And who
Wait a
is
minute.
your co-partner?
Doug Steckler.
Okay, Doug Steckler.
It's just a radio partner. I don't. We don't live together.
Oh, you don't live together?
Not
okay.
anymore.
My website is Save the Squishies because the pit bulls that
Wait a
I'm
minute. Save.
working.
Hold on one second. Let's slow down. Save. SAVE.
Yeah,
The.
Squishies.
SQUISHIES.
I don't know how you spell squishies.
Yeah, that's the one. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And because the pit bulls that I've worked hard every day to save, they have squishies, and that's like their muzzle, the squishy area of their muzzle.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I know some pit bulls. I don't believe they are innately a violent creature. I know that they do have a lot of power in their jaw. I know that they are made to be mean. I understand all of that. I'm a canine lover, Maria. Please don't misinterpret that. I'm on the side of the pit bulls. What I don't like is meth users or meth dealers having one as a tag along because in his demented thinking, it's the canine equivalent of a 357 Magnum.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were against pistols.
Oh no.
No, he loves dogs.
I'm a big dog
He's like
fan.
me.
I've had 3 huskies, and I love dogs.
Yeah. Hey, Maria, thanks for coming on with
Yeah,
us.
thanks, Maria, and good luck to you.
Yeah, we'll keep...
Can I play? I'm going to call back on time and play What the Hell Did Jesse Jackson Say?
Oh, we'd love
good
that.
for you.
Evidently, you're listening to KFI then, huh?
Oh, I've been listening to you since I was a little girl. My dad would never play music when we're in the car, just you.
Wow.
Just
What
you.
a treat. So this has been, how old were you when you started listening?
I'd say probably I can remember as far as back as 9 years old.
My gosh.
All right, Maria, we're going to send you something. Thanks for coming on, and you're a great Samaritan, and if there were more people like you in L.A., there would be, more people like you in L.A. All right, very good. Thanks for coming on with us.
Thanks, Maria.
Thank you, Tim.
All right, hold on a second. We're going to send you a Blue Watch shirt.
Hold on.
Okay?
All right, that
All right, hold on
sounds
a
great.
second. Oh, that's great, man. She's we didn't even know that. She's listening to the show. Has been listening to this show. Must have heard you and I then.
Right.
If she was 9 years old
In
and she's
1997.
37 now, that was 21 years ago.
It was when we were, that was when
1996.
we were doing pirate radio when we were 67 miles outside on that boat we were broadcasting.
You are longtime radio co-partners.
Well, and Steckler and I would go back to the old radio when we used to read plays. We'd all do parts and sound effects.
that's
That was a lot
true.
of fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue with the program.